Alright, today is July 10th, and I've been doing a little more testing on my coatings for the wood interior parts, and I don't know if you can see this, but that's gloss, and I'm getting little, I don't know, little bubbles in it and stuff. I don't know, maybe it's little dust particles or whatever, but I think I'm going to try going with like a matte surface or something like that next. And just the glossy, it doesn't look bad, but that's also been sanded with 220, and I don't know. Got a few more things in, some electrical connectors, some hangers, some stainless steel insulated hangers, and I got some wire loom, a couple of different sizes of wire loom material in. And I got bad news too. I lost my dog yesterday. Yeah, I had to have him put down. He couldn't stand, he couldn't walk. And I got my calorifier in, my water heater. It's just a little guy, 6 gallons, but it'll sit in there like that. Yeah. And I'm trying to decide where to put it in here in the engine room. Most of the water connections and whatnot are gonna go up here in this corner. But that doesn't necessarily mean the water heater has to go there. The connections are here and here, and they say you're supposed to run the water heater somewhat, at level, manifold level, or lower. You're supposed to run these hoses, this one horizontally or down, and this one horizontally or up, so it returns. But yeah, I don't know, that seems to be a little impractical to do all three of those. So I don't know. I think it'll probably, as long as you get the air out of it, it'll work anywhere. So I don't know if I'm going to try putting it down a little lower here, I don't think it's quite going to fit under the sole. It might be close to put it under the sole in here. I don't know. Or I could put it back here. That might be the best place for it, along the wall back there. Then just run the hoses over to it, and then the water lines will have to come out of there, and then route them back up around here. Other than the ones that'll go for and the one thing that's, the one shower that's going to be in the boat is going to be back here, right in this corner over here, in the other side of that bulkhead, of course. So that would be nice and close for the water heater, but I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, I'm still having debates on how I want to get access to my bearing there. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, that space there is big enough to get into. It's not the end of the world if I have to kind of lay down here and reach under there to get at that stern bearing. But it would be better if I could have an access to it from the aft cabin there. But I don't know how that's going to work, that I can put my shower in there and still have an access panel going down there. It just doesn't look to me like it's going to work. I've tried reconfiguring that area back there numerous times, just mentally reconfiguring it, and I just cannot come up with a configuration that's going to work. I'm going to go back there once and take a look at it again. Okay, so here we are back here in the aft cabin. Not a whole lot of light back here anymore. I need to get some more lights up there. But anyway, I was planning on putting the bathroom in here. And the shower would almost have to go, maybe right in here, depending on how large or small a shower I put in there. And I thought if I come out 4 feet for the head here, this would be 4 feet here, that I could maybe make the shower, a 32-inch deep shower, so that it comes back to here. And that would give me enough room in there to put an access panel to get down to at least from this side. Still wouldn't be handy. Another option would be to put the shower over here. But then you've got to work around these frames and in these gussets here. And it wouldn't be real fun to shower in here. And then it makes it harder to get plumbing down there. You don't have any room to put plumbing underneath of it and your drain, so you'd have to move it up a little bit, and then you'd be limited to the headroom, you know, in between the deck beams and the bulkhead here. So I don't know. The problem is I need to get stairs in over here from the pilot house, and so you've got the pilot house starting, I think, about here. Not sure if that mark is the inside edge or the outside edge of the pilot house. Might be the inside edge, but anyway, so then you got to get stairs coming down in here. If I do the same thing I did in front, have a step down and then have stairs angling down in here, well, then you can't have that shower coming too far this way, or you'll run into problems. And if you run the steps coming straight in this way, then you don't have as much headroom for coming in. So you'd have to duck to miss this deck beam here as you're coming down the steps. Which, you know, again, wouldn't be horrible. It's the aft cabin. It's not going to get as much traffic as the forward cabin. But then I wanted to put a bunk over here along this wall. So that moved, you know, that would move this entry in here just a little farther inboard yet too. So I don't know. I just don't know. And there really is no other good place to put the shower in here. I mean, you could have the toilet and the sink, you know, over here, since it's a composting toilet, or a desiccating toilet more accurately. That would be it could go anywhere, and the sink, basically you could go anywhere, but it's getting the shower located. That's the problem. Yeah. I mean, you could have a sitting shower, you know, a wet head type of situation, but I didn't want that either. So, I don't know. I'm still thinking, I guess if I absolutely have to access that bearing from in the engine room only, that's just going to be the way it is. But you know, and I don't necessarily have to have a bed over here, a bunk over here on this wall. So if something worked out that didn't work, that wouldn't be the end of things. I could put double beds in over here too, you know, bunk bed style and over here. Well, I wasn't planning on that either. And this tank here now, the 65-gallon tank, you know, originally I was going to put it up front, and when I started framing in other things up there, I kind of ran out of room for this tank. So then I decided I would build it down in here, build a platform for it. This is going to be a lazarette back here. This whole area back here is going to be lazarette. And I could drop it down, you know, relatively... Well, maybe not. No, I don't think it's gonna. It would probably wind up having to sit somewhere up here. So, I don't know. I just don't like the idea of putting that much weight, you know, 65 gallons of water at 8.33 pounds or whatever it is, 8.3433, I think it is, pounds per gallon, this far aft and this high. Yeah, don't fall there, Pee-wee. That would not be good. Be careful. So, I bought another 40-gallon tank, and I put that up in forward, down low. Here, I'll show you that too. So, this is going to be the 3 water tanks now. Those are 46 gallons apiece. And then that's a 40-gallon tank, and it just, as you can see, just fits in there. That's going to be the gray water tank. But it puts it, you know, more in the center line of the boat. It puts it lower in the boat, under the water line. So it'll actually function as ballast, as opposed to a tank in the aft up that high would be, you know, counterproductive to stability. But yeah, and I do have more room down here too. I could, you know, potentially put more tanks in here if I wanted to. But I don't think I'm going to. If I put a water maker in, that 140 gallons or whatever of water here, 130, whatever it is, will probably be enough. And I don't know, I may end up putting that 65-gallon tank in there anyway. I don't know, it'd be kind of wasted space if I really don't intend to use it for water storage. It'd be more practical for storing, you know, keeping that lazarette for storing things you need to store. So, I don't know. I could get a flexible bladder, put a flexible bladder in somewhere if I need more water too. That's always a possibility. But, so I don't think I'm gonna use that. Geez, cat, you make me nervous. I lost a dog this week, and I don't need to lose a cat too. She's my boat building buddy too. She spends most of her time out here with me. Yeah, and I do have a new puppy on the way. So, I'll introduce him in a couple weeks when I get him. He's only 6 weeks old right now. Yeah. All right, well, that'll be my update for today, the 10th of July.